Hi you guys, this is Latoya. Welcome to my crafty space. Alright, on to my next Valentine's Day card because that is what I'm in the mood to do. I am playing with pinks and wearing gingerbread pajamas. And just trying to lift my spirits. Okay, so for some reason what I'm drawn to right now is this petal pink color that's literally just sitting here, just popping out at me. I think I'm going to play with this. Not really sure what I'm going to do with it, but hopefully whatever I decide to do will be fun. If you guys haven't seen my last two videos, I made these cards here and I played with I played with Rococo Rose and Melon Mambo and some Copics and some gold, used some distress ink, and just had a lot of fun. So if you want to see the inside of these cards and how I made them, check out those videos. All right, now let's go with a little lighter color now. Petal pink, I've never played with it. This is gonna be fun. I really want to make like a navy card, honestly, but I'll go ahead and do this while the iron is striking hot. I had out this new embossing folder by Stampin' Up. This is in the not celebration catalog, but in the new catalog. You know, if you care about new stuff, it's the mini catalog, which is going to be over in June. This here, the mini catalog. But as you guys know, I do use other things, so don't be mad if I divert off and use some stamps and things that aren't Stampin' Up, because I like a lot of different stuff, y'all. But I'm going to take this petal pink and run it through this embossing folder. That's just what I feel like doing right now. All right. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, it's so cute, you guys. Look how nice that is. I really like that. So I might have that on a background like that, and get some black cardstock. I'm really just kind of just going here. That could look really nice. I don't know what my focal point would be. I wonder if it would be more pronounced if I wet my paper. All right, so I like how this looks, but the top seems more embossed than the bottom. So, and I'm trying a new sandwich because I have a, new machine. So I'm just gonna actually run this through twice, and I'm wetting my paper, so hopefully that'll help it also just take hold of this shape more. All right, so a little better. Oh, that's nice. All right. So now I need to get that background stamp. All right, so next thing I'm doing is taking my dictionary stamp set. I know it's super old. I find some equivalent, find some words from somewhere. I made it well, it is a cling stamp, but I had to put a piece of cling down to make it adhere. I have a whole video on that if you're interested. And I'm just going to ink this up, and I am using white cardstock because normally I use cream cardstock. I've been really heavy into cream lately, and doing like vintage, I guess you can say vintage inspired things. So I'm just kind of stepping away from that and just playing with white for once. All right, and I don't need the centers perfect. I really don't, not for what I'm using this for, so that's okay. You're not even going to see it, but you know what, I might want to use this for something. I might want to cut the center out, so let me not be too hasty in, whoops, counting that out. Man, I am just sucking at this. If I took this back off, I can do it, but I don't want to. I just want to make a card really fast. Okay, that's decent enough. Again, gingerbread pajamas, sue me. And this is a little slanted, but that is okay. Give this a quick clean off. I know some crafters don't show cleaning their stamps on camera and all that jazz. This crafter does. Alright. It's nice and nice. Back in you go. Alright, so now what am I going to do? Let's see. I need to figure out what my focus is going to be for this card. Might actually layer this. You guys know I like layers. I might end up making this a matte also. So this is super cute. Now I just made 2 cards using this one stamp set. I think I should use something different. I love this rose here. It's very cute. Haven't played with this yet. That could be nice, but then I would want green, and I don't really want to color anything green. I don't know why. I'm just like adverse to like using green and stuff right now. Huh, you know. Maybe I should just go ahead and play with it. I haven't touched this set yet. I played with Art Gallery a few times already. So I do like Prize Peony. This is also really nice. Oh, the decisions, the decisions. I'm thinking, and I need to just do. But I can't break out of thinking right now. Maybe I'll do both. So I'll do this later. I want to play with this. Plus I have the die for this. I'm excited to play with that die. And it's just so cute. So sorry if anyone was rooting for Hydrangea Haven. Almost said Heaven. It's really nice. I want to play with it, but I also want to play with this. Remember I had to fussy cut this out. Oh Lord, that was something else. And I'm moving pretty quickly, so I might actually have time to do another card, but I don't want to get overly excited here. Now I used white, so I'm just going to grab a piece of white cardstock. What are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna use something easy. And you know what? I'm going to do this in black. I know, super simple, but I kind of want that contrast. I think it'll look nice. And I'm actually going to make it look pretty stark. I'm actually going to heat emboss this, which if I heat emboss it, I don't know how it's going to look once I run it through. You know what? I'm trying to think. I don't know. We're about to see. So normally when you heat emboss an image, if you're going to run it through to cut it with your die, you want to die cut it first, because cutting it will depress the raised image that you have. but I'm not doing that. And we're gonna see how it looks. Now there's a way to do it to where you basically cut out, you die cut it first and then stamp it. I just don't know if I feel like doing that right now. In my brain, my brain's like, oh, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do that. It's not really a lot of work, but right now I don't feel like doing it. So we're going to see how this turns out. If it doesn't turn out good, then I'll just use the other stamp set that I want to use and then do this the quote-unquote proper way later. Proper way. All right. Look at that. Oh, I'm almost out of embossing powder. Jeez. All right. All right. Oh, this isn't even plugged in. Jeez. So beautiful. Gonna let that cool for a moment. Ta-da. Haven't heat embossed in a good while, so I'm kind of excited to do so on this card. Alrighty, so I actually had to redo this because the first one, the die moved, and I did scream, but I did not leave it in the video. I will show you guys because, you know, real life crafting. So I have to use 2 pieces of tape to hold this down. All right, see, even with the magnetic plate, it still moved. So I still might use this, like the parts that are usable on the card. All right, let's see here. I think I need some ribbon here, and what am I gonna do? No clue. I'm gonna size everything down, figure out how much space I'm working with, and then decide from there, because I'm drawing a bit of a crafting blank. All right, so I literally just grabbed whatever pieces were sitting at my desk, and I think I'm going to go in this direction. I you guys have heard I am, for some reason, against using leaves on my cards right now. Like, I don't want anything to be green. I just want a simple monochromatic, like 2 or 3 tone card, and these flowers are going to be anything but green. So I'm like, you know what, let me use the little leaf from this set here. I have this little tag sitting off to the side. I think I'll go ahead and use that, and I'll have to restamp this romantic definition word, which is not by Stampin' Up. It's a different company, some random company I found, but I'll see if there's another Stampin' Up definition word that I can use to have my flowers tucked into. I really was just looking at the card like, okay, how's this layout about to go? Because I don't know. Again, I'm not good with layouts. I'm always looking for something, and I like using stuff off of my desk, so I'm glad I'm going to use these pieces. I hope this works, because this leaf, I have not played with it like ever, so I don't know. I hope I like it. I hope it's going to stamp and look dandy. And I need to look at my card just to see what direction I want this leaf to go in. I guess like this would work. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Hopefully it's going to look nice. Fingers crossed. Gonna stamp it off first, because you know how we do. Oh, that'll look nice. Okay. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I'm really working on not being hesitant when I stamp and do things. I'm just trying to just go with my thoughts and enjoy what I'm doing. But you know, second guessing happens. Now, this is a different card. It's black and white and petal pink, and it's white. So it's not cream, which is making me not want to ink blend like I've been doing on my other cards. And I think I want to just take a break from that and see if I can actually still make a card without ink blending, because then it just changes dramatically the whole look of the card. And I wouldn't be opposed to that with this card, but for some reason I just want to do it without it and have the petal pink just be the focus in this wonderful background here. So now what I'm going to do is just do, I guess, black outlines for these two things here. Probably a black outline for this because I have space and I think I would like that. And then I'll come back on and assemble the card and then add a little bit of embellishments. I can already see that I'm going to be using some sequins and some Nuvo drops already. So, and I actually need to work on the inside of this card too, so let me not get ahead of myself because the inside needs some work done. What I want to get is my dictionary background. It's becoming a real showstopper. Best money I've ever spent. And I'm going to do something a little different for the inside. I just pulled out one of my dies that I've never used. I tried using it in one, okay, I've never successfully used it. I tried using it in one card and it was not working, let me tell you guys. Thinking. Yep, tried and failed. So I'm trying to figure out how big is this going to be. So I'm excited that something just came to mind due to me seeing different examples in the junk journal community. There's different ways to do tags and things like that. So it's making me look at what I own in a different light, which is really cool. All right, so for the inside of the card, I stamped out you know, the dictionary stamp. Already sized it down. And now what I'm going to do is take these dies here. I think these are also by my favorite things. I'm pretty sure when I was collecting dies, I purchased a lot of my favorite things. I also purchased a lot of the Hero Arts Infinity dies, but these are like an odd shape for me. And when I tried to use it on a traditional card, I did not like it at all, but I think I might've found a way to use them now. So I'm just trying to pick a size that is going to work with the size of my piece that I cut. This could work. It's close, but it's not spot on. Okay, this is good. This will work. It's almost spot on, so that's good enough. All right. Yay for using new stuff. Let me run this through on, I'm trying to think now. Am I going to do it on white? What I'm going to use this for is a flap. So it's going to be a little tuck spot. This already has detail on it inside of the card. Do I want this? I'm not ink blending, so I have to get creative here. I think I'm going to use, I'm either gonna stamp or use my embossing folder. And if I want to use one stamp set, which I didn't say I wanted to do, but if I did, I'll just use this. You know what? I'm about to try something. Why not? I said I don't want green leaves, right? Well, they won't be green. Okay. One moment. Now what I want to do, oh, sheepers. Almost dropped my light. Now what I want to do is I want to also use my paper, be conservative. So I know I don't want this to take up a lot of space, so this will be just enough for a little tuck space for my card. Let me just go ahead and cut that. And place that there. Perfect. And there I am. That's gonna be decent. Oh man, I have to knock over all my stuff. All right. And I took out my petal pink. Almost said petal pink. That's why I'm slowing down when I speak. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp out I'm just looking to make sure it's right. I'm gonna go ahead and just stamp out these leaves. Oh, there's a design on here too. Ooh, maybe I can use that. Let's see. I forgot all about this. I haven't used this at all, if you can't tell. No, I don't think that's gonna look nice. Not for what I'm going for. I think the floral images will be dandy. Oh, I didn't realize I made this for cling stamps that were not clinging anymore. All right. So this on here and grab the other one, because I am all about multiple blocks and have a bit of fun here. Never done this before, no clue what I'm doing. Kind of looks like thinking about birds for some reason. I guess I have no idea how badly I want to ink blend. It's killing me. Now that's different. I don't know, it looks a little orangey. Don't know why. So not used to some of these colors, but it's nice I'm playing with them for the first time. They're just different. Move out just a little bit. Okay. So I don't know, I might not be able to not do what I said I don't want to do. I'm looking at this like, man, it is missing something. But I think I know what it is. It's an outline. So I might just do an outline for this. Oh man, again. So I have a piece of Petal Pink. I think I'm going to use that for my outline. All right, so I decided to do this. Looks a little different. Never have done this before, and I'm just gonna go with it. All right, so I made a little mat for this here. So going to adhere these two with my glue if I can find it. That looks good. I like that. All right. Now that's done. Now I'm going to stick it onto here and then cut and then place everything down. And for this, I actually want to use my Faber-Tac glue just because, yeah, it's super, super strong. I just want to make sure this doesn't go anywhere. And what am I doing? I started putting this, I didn't even see which way to put it. It's supposed to be a tuck. I wiped a little of my art glitter glue off on it. And then I'm like, no, wait, no, it's a tuck. I need room. The whole thing is not supposed to be adhered down. So just along here and along here. All right. And I'm being careful because with this glue, because I made this background, it can ruin it. This should be open. Always have something in the spot where it's supposed to be open, just so. Like I know, so I remember. I'm trying not to get excited about all the Valentine's Day cards I've made so far, because then I'm going to jinx myself and not be able to finish the little goal I set for myself. That's fine. It's all right. It's not going to be 100% perfect. Jeepers, come on. All right. I like it. This is very different. Now I'm going to throw this down. Glue there. How much is this? Does this cover? Enough. Okay. I want this at the bottom. That's fine. Okay. Wow, that looks really nice. I am very surprised. I really did surprise myself. All right, so I grabbed my ribbon. This ribbon's so pretty. Jeez. And I think I just want to put a little piece right here, just because it kind of adds something to the card. I don't want a knot or a bow or anything. I just think just this piece right here is just so cute. I just want to add it. I love this sparkle. Especially with this card. I don't know, this card seems kind of serious. Serious but fun. Gosh, I love this. I love this. Y'all, I'm just so tickled by what I'm coming up with. You have no idea. All right, let me get to it. Be right back. All right, so what I did was I just taped this down to some black cardstock and just traced around it to get my line for that. And same thing here with this. So they're not super perfect, but that is okay because we are card makers and we are not perfect. Although, believe me, I do try. I'm joking. Yeah, I definitely think I wanted that. I wanted that black outline. Alrighty, glue time. Pretty excited about this card also because it didn't take me forever to come up with it. I feel like I still need to trim this a little bit. You know what? I'm going to do that really quickly. Just a little bit. Just didn't feel like it was trimmed fully. All right. So yeah, this didn't seem to take forever. And I decided while also doing this, I will never limit myself again and be like, oh, you can't use, you can't, what's that thing I do? I won't stop myself from ink blending because, well, that's just not fair, and that's not fun because it takes away, you know, the personality and elements that I incorporate on cards in different ways. But, you know, it was a fun little challenge to myself, but yeah, I won't do that again. And you know, with this, I can actually cut these a little more, just a little bit more. Trying to think, am I gonna leave the black on here too? Yeah, I think I am. All right. Gotta move fast. Little bit of glue right there. Have to get rid of that. Off with you. Off with you. All right. Looking good, looking good. And I know I'm going to put a piece of ribbon here so I can go ahead and adhere this background down. Tomorrow I have a very long day, so I'm glad I got some crafting in. It was very freeing to just focus on some good things. I was very stressed, honestly. Okay, that's good. Jeepers. Right. I'm gonna put this down, but I need to get a small little piece of this. How am I gonna put this down? Fabri-Tac, yeah. And I'm having pancakes for dinner. Is that fun or what, you guys? So much fun. Right, I'm just gonna throw this here. So that's where I want that. To make sure this is right in this corner, little nook here. And I'm just gonna cut this right here because I don't want to waste my tape. Now that brings me to this. This should have actually been tucked in, and that's actually gonna stay. I don't know, this can be pulled out, I guess, but I really haven't decided yet. I didn't decide to make that quote-unquote interactive, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Shrug. I have no thoughts. Actually, I can just go ahead and glue this whole thing down. Yep. And I love Fabri-Tac for pieces like this that have a lot of texture, because otherwise it would be such a pain to get this to stay. All right, I'm just gonna push that down. I just don't want to touch it. Oh, come on. Guess I don't have a choice, huh? Get my fingers all gooey. Ah, fudge. Fudge. All right. So I have to be careful putting this down because I don't want to ruin this background I created. Because once you set this down, it's pretty much a done deal. All right, I think it's looking good. Oops. All right. All my glue is going to dry out if I don't hop on it. I have lids off of everything. All right. Okay. Yep, I do like that. Oh wow, so nice. It's very different. I didn't mean to make this a pocket, but it can be. I wasn't really sure. That's nice. I could stamp another and place it down and then have this one be the movable one, but I don't know. I think this just being flat would be nice too. Like, everything doesn't have to be interactive. I don't like how much is just flopping about. If I put this on top of something heavy duty to where it's flat, I think I'd like it better. Maybe I'll do that. And then for the inside here, I need something. But first, let me take care of this. I'm gonna get a piece of like cardstock, base weight, heavy cardstock. All right, so I just ran this through. Now we're just going to place this on here, and not as an illusion or anything, but just literally just to make it more steady. Nothing fancy. Just throw some glue on this mug. So I'm trying to get all the nooks and crannies here. Because you can even see it like curling on itself. So much better. I don't want to use any tape because if I do, then it will at some point rip this background here, and no one wants that. There, now it's flat and beautiful. So now I just need something for the inside. Okay, so I threw on some sequins. I was going to go with the liquid my Nuvo drops, but then I was like, hey, I already placed the sequins down. Let me just go ahead and use these because they are here, although they are a pain in my rear to get down. But I'm going to use these here, the smaller dots, so they should be easier to control. So I'll be back. I'm sure you guys don't want to see my trials with this. All right, so I need something for the inside of the card, but I then thought, oh, I don't have anything on this side here, which I've been starting to do kind of. It's not something I'm doing on every single one. If you look back at my other cards, I did do something on the inside of one and the other I just left. But I'm like, you know what? I can stamp something kind of fun. I have this stamp here, which I have yet to play with. So I'm just going to go ahead and give this little, I call it my little essential tag, a little ink up on this petal pink. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pop that on in there, and it's going to be a nice little addition. Now, I was trying to think of what I was going to do. I'm kind of like, you know, big into using the leaves in this set because it's pretty much been like a one stamp set kind of thing, you know, apart from the sentiment here. So, I don't know. Maybe I want to use something else. Because I have leaves here, I kind of want something different. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't think I'm just gonna stick with this. I don't feel like looking. I cannot wait till I actually get around to cataloging all of my stamp sets. It's so nice. There's just something about these distinctive stamps that just make my heart flutter big time. And this is simple, but I like it, and I'm not going to go overboard here and do like 50 million things. I do have these here, my other tried and trues. I'm wondering if I want to throw something just right here. That kind of goes. Why not? Just stepping outside of my crafting comfort zone. I like it. I'm just going to give this a quick cut out. And okay, so I just did something kind of cool. Might be simple to you guys, but cool to me. I went ahead and cut out a little panel for the inside of the card for the message. And I'm like, okay, this needs to stand out so people know to pull it, etc., etc. And then I'm like, oh, it would be cool to put a little piece of the ribbon on this, and it just gives it some kind of embellishment since I can't ink blend. And for a second, I almost decided to just say, screw it, and go ahead and ink blend because, you know, whatever, it's my craft. But I wanted to stick with it. So I just put a little piece on here and I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'm just gonna leave it like that. So that's what I'm doing there. So it fits in like that. How cute. And I fussy cut around this flower fail, and I'm kind of thinking I want to just go ahead and add it to this card just as, you know, just something extra within that tuck. I don't know, maybe I just should leave it alone, but I'm going to see if I have something kind of small that I can just make this a part of and add it. But, you know, the card, it's fine without it. But it's just nice to, you know, kind of take a couple of things out and be like, oh, that's really swell. So, yeah. The only bad thing with tucks is, like, I kind of want to, like, give directions with a card. Like, hey, when you pull this out, you can pull it out, but it needs to go back in the middle. And, oh, with here, just the sides are glued. So make sure you just stick it back in like that, you know, because who knows, someone might try to jam it in and then ruin all of the hard work. So I'm only going to give myself 5 minutes to figure out what to do with this. If I can't figure it out in 5 minutes, then I'm not going to use it because that's just way too much time. And I need to sign the back of this card. Oh, white gel pen here. Simple. Oh, this card was so much fun. I mean, this might be it, honestly. Let's see. I'll start the clock. 5 minutes. All right, so my choices are either this here or just using one of these instead. And I'm kind of just leaning towards using this because I love the Cherish. I think it's so super cute. See, I chopped this off to make it look a little better. I don't know. Let's do both and see. I have a little time. Why not? Oh dear. I feel like both will be nice, honestly, but definitely need to stamp that harder. Get more ink on this. All right, now I'm gonna adhere this. All right, you guys, I did it. I said 5 minutes and I did just that. So I decided to stamp this stamp, haha. And then I took this flower, placed it on, and then just trimmed around it. You can see how it is detailed. So that's nice. And then I just gave it a little black matte, and it's a very nice addition to this right here. So I'm so excited. I love this card. I love all of the elements. Like, it doesn't look gaudy to me. It doesn't look super busy. It looks like just enough. And I'm very, very happy with the things I added. So stamping, embossing, heat embossing, dry embossing, making little tucks here, just layering over other stamps, playing around with colored cardstock, double stamping. This looks like it says kiss, but it also looks like miss. I don't know, whatever. Making additional tucks. Just, this was a very rewarding project. Trying something different here with a ribbon. That's really nice. I hope that lasts forever. Yeah, just very happy. And then my signature. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this card making process. I hope you guys do something crafty that makes your heart happy. I really do. And I will see you in the next one.